Welcome you guys. So in today's video we are going to learn about 4-stroke petrol engine. So in 4-stroke petrol engine, petrol is used as a main fuel and there will be 4 strokes, namely that is suction, compression stroke, power stroke and exhaust stroke. So here we are going to discuss each stroke in detail. So let us first begin with the suction stroke. So here first we can see here suction stroke. So in suction stroke, like we're going to learn it like in 2 stages, that is in the beginning of the suction stroke and after the suction stroke. So in the beginning of the suction stroke, what we can see is that the inlet valve will be closed and even the exhaust valve is also closed, and we have a spark plug here. And during the beginning of the stroke, you can see the piston is at TDC and the connecting rod is connected here and crank will be here. So as the suction stroke begins, your piston is going to move from TDC to BDC. When piston moves from TDC to BDC, the volume inside the cylinder is going to increases, and that creates a partial vacuum, and that makes the inlet valve get opened up. And when inlet valve get opened up, petrol air mixture from the carburetor is going to enter. So this is the process. So this is the beginning and this is the off during the process, and what is at the end of the stroke is your piston will be at the BDC, your crank is rotated for half of revolution, that is 180 degree, and your piston will be at a BDC. And one more thing, at the end of the suction stroke, your inlet valve will be closed. Now it is opened here, but at the end of the suction stroke it will be closed. See, in the compression stroke, as I said it, your piston will be at a TDC and both the valves will be closed, and spark plug is ready to provide the spark now. So the next stroke is a power stroke. Let us go with the next stroke now. The one more name for the power stroke is a working stroke also. See, in the end of the compression stroke, as I said it, your piston will be at a TDC, both the valves are closed, spark plug is ready to provide the spark, and whatever the fuel air mixture is compressed here, when the required pressure is reached, the spark plug will provide the spark and the ignition is going to take place. Nothing but the combustion is going to take place, and that combustion will releases the hot gases, and that hot gases pressurize the piston to move the piston. It start exerting a force on the piston, and as a result your piston is going to move from TDC to BDC. Now at the beginning of the working stroke, your piston is at TDC, but at the end of the working stroke, your piston will be at a BDC. Whatever the combustion has created the pressure, that created pressure will forces the piston to move, and this the combustion, whatever the combustion is taking place, that will be taking place at a constant volume, the same volume. That's why this is called as a Otto cycle. One more name for 4-stroke petrol engine is Otto cycle. Why it is called as a Otto cycle is, since the combustion, whatever the compressed air fuel mixture, the compression created the spark plug to ignite the spark, and the combustion is going to begin, and this combustion is taking place at a constant, the same volume. That's why it is called as a Otto cycle. So at the end of the working stroke, your piston will be at a BDC, both the valves are closed, and your crank is going to rotate for 180 degree. So as soon as the piston reaches at BDC, the exhaust valve get opened up and inlet valve as usual closed. So this is about the working stroke. And last we have as exhaust stroke. As I said it, at the end of the stroke, at the end of the working stroke or the power stroke, your exhaust valve is opened up. When exhaust valve get opened up, immediately the pressure is going to drop inside the cylinder. Whatever the petrol air or the burnt gases are there, that start going out from this through the exhaust valve. So as a result, pressure will be drop. So to begin with this exhaust stroke, your piston will be at a BDC and your crank has already rotated for 180 degree in power stroke, and in the during the exhaust stroke, now the piston is going to move from BDC to TDC. When it moves from TDC to BDC, again your crank is going to rotate for 180 degree, and at the end of the exhaust stroke, all the burnt gases will be get expelled out, and your exhaust valve get closed and your inlet valve get opened up, and it is ready for the first stroke, that is a suction stroke. So this is about the exhaust stroke. So in the end of the exhaust stroke, your exhaust valve get closes, inlet valve get opened up, and your piston is at TDC now. This is about the exhaust stroke. Now we'll try to draw the PV diagram for 4-stroke petrol engine. So in this we have pressure and volume. So let us first begin with the suction stroke. So what happened in the suction stroke is your piston has moved from TDC to BDC. So when piston moves from TDC to BDC, the volume inside the cylinder is going to increases. So volume is going to increases. So this I'm going to show it on the PV diagram. So volume is this side. So volume is increasing at a constant pressure. So I'll be showing like this. So 1 to 2 represents it is a suction stroke. So volume has increased in the suction stroke. Now afterwards, when piston reaches at BDC, now we have a next stroke as a compression stroke. In compression stroke, your piston is going to move from BDC to TDC. When piston moves from BDC to TDC, whatever the petrol air mixture is going to compresses. When petrol air mixture get compresses, the pressure is going to build up. Pressure is going to increases and volume is going to decreases. As piston reaches TDC, we have very less volume, but we have a more pressure. So this process I'm going to show it on the PV diagram. So as I said it, when piston start moving from TDC to BDC, volume is going to decreases and pressure is going to increases. So that I'm going to show it like this. And this process is the adiabatic process. So this is 2 to 3 is the adiabatic compression process. So this is volume has decreases and pressure has increases. So 2 to 3 represents the adiabatic compression process. Now at the end of the compression stroke, so when piston reaches here, what happens is spark plug will provide a spark and ignition is going to begin. And this combustion of the fuel is at a constant volume. That is what I've shown it in the power stroke, that is in the 3rd stroke. See, the piston is in the TDC now. Whatever the combustion has taken place, that has taken place at a constant volume. That's why it is called as a Otto cycle. Now this I want to show it on the PV diagram now. So as the volume is same, so we have a constant volume, but that has resulted increase in the pressure. The combustion result into increase in the pressure. So the line will be like this. So that 3 to 4 represent constant volume. We have a constant volume combustion process. So 3 to 4 is a combustion process. Now afterwards, when the combustion has begun, that results the piston to move downward. So that pressurizes the piston to move from TDC to BDC. So expansion is going to happen now. The piston start moving from TDC to BDC. When piston moves from TDC to BDC, the volume inside the cylinder is going to increases. And even as volume increases, of course the pressure has to decreases. So that I'm going to show it here. So here the volume is going to increases. Your piston is going to move from TDC to BDC. Of course the volume is going to increases and even the pressure is going to decreases. So volume in the increases this side and pressure is going to decreases. So this process is adiabatic process. So I'll get a curve like this. So 4 to 5 I'll show it. This is the expansion process. Next, afterwards, once the piston reaches at BDC, at the end of the power stroke, your piston will be at a BDC. Now what happens at the end of the power stroke is your exhaust valve get opened up. So when exhaust valve get opened up, immediately the pressure will be dropped in the cylinder. So the drop will be taking place at a constant volume. So constant volume pressure drop. So that I'm going to show it here. So we have a constant volume is this side, and we have a drop in the pressure. So drop in the pressure is like this. So this is the stroke that I have mentioned here. And at the last, your piston is going to move from where to where? That is from BDC to TDC. Again, the volume is going to decreases and pressure is going to decreases at a constant pressure. So like this, that is 2 to 1. So again the cycle repeats with a 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is a suction stroke. Volume is going to increases at a constant pressure, and this 2 to 3 is, this is your compression stroke. this is a adiabatic compression. 1 to 2 is a suction stroke, and after the compression stroke we have a combustion is going to begin. So this 3 to 4 is a combustion, and last one we have, after the combustion has taken place, the power is going to develop, and that power makes the piston to get expanded. So this is the expansion, that is 4 to 5, and even this is also a adiabatic expansion process. And then 5 to 2, here the wall get opened up, and then afterwards that piston is going to move from BDC to TDC. Again the cycle repeats. So this is all about the 4-stroke petrol engine.